Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a complete disaster. Every single room in my house needed cleaned. So I'm gonna go through each room and deep clean. I have lots of laundry to do. My kitchen really needed to be scrubbed, lots of dishes. So if your house is a mess, did you see that? My kids left eggshells on the counter. Caden has been all about making his own eggs lately, so I've been letting him, and I just supervise, and he just left the shells on the counter. So that is the mess that I am dealing with. So if your house is a complete disaster like mine, I hope you clean along with me, or at least get the motivation to clean with me today. So before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you do enjoy today's video, give it a huge thumbs up before you leave. It really supports my channel and helps me out so much. So let's get started.
I know that I should keep it cool, babe. Not lose my swag and play the fool, babe. Just play the game and hold on, maybe. But I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me what you see.
The only bad thing about Caden learning how to cook, he is a very messy cook, like his dad. So I am gonna use my Barkeeper's Friend cleaner to scrub off the top of the stove. It just had some eggs like spilled over, and then they cooked onto the stove, so I had to scrub those up. And I'm gonna go ahead and put all of these snacks away and clean out the sink.
Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Those who wanna play by the rules, hand a blast with nothing to obtain. So let's level up to remain. 'Cause I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me what you see inside. Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go? Do you wanna go?
Alright, moving on to the living room. I just have to straighten up in here, and then I'm gonna fold lots of laundry. You will see in this video I have plenty of laundry to get done. So I'm just gonna go through and pick up any little toys that the kids left on the floor, and then fold these clothes and get those put away.
Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? I'm riding the wave tonight. Gonna try it while the world's bright. No room for one if that's alright. That's alright. Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go?
I walk away from the camera for 1 second, and he's already putting the bunny up there.
Life was dull until you came. I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away. I was speechless when we first met. Yeah, you took the pain away. Didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. Life was dull until you came. Now I see in color.
If you have lots of laundry to fold like me and need motivation, go ahead and put this video on your phone or your laptop or your TV and fold along with me. I know it always helps me if I have something to distract me, like a TV show, or I'll turn on a YouTube video while I'm folding laundry, and it definitely helps pass the time.
Again
just got an email from our kids' school saying that they are giving us 4 options to either send them back or they can homeschool with a teacher from their school. So they will be connected with a teacher from the school, but they will be at home. Or they can do like a virtual school like they did in the spring, or we can kind of do our own homeschool option. We are leaning more towards sending them to school just because they miss their friends so much, and my kids really need that structured environment where they are in a classroom with a teacher rather than sitting at home. And my husband and I both work, so it's hard during the day to get them to do their work while we're trying to do our work. So I think that we are probably going to send them to school unless if something changes. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys are going to do with your kids. Are you homeschooling them or are you sending them back to school?
Next to you, next to you, next to you, next to you, to you, next to you, next to you, next to you. Never thought I'd feel this high. The sky has never felt this close, and when you kiss me, I can't believe that I am yours.
So this shower has had some cleaner sitting on it for a while. I just sprayed the Mean Green. It's a deep degreaser and cleaner, and I sprayed that in the shower, and then I took some baking soda and I poured that all along the bottom, and I let that all sit for a little bit, and then I went in with my little scrubber wand and went ahead and scrubbed all of that out. It definitely got most of the gunk out. That shower is so hard to keep clean. So I'm gonna move on to the sink, and this has been neglected, so I'm gonna organize it and declutter and get everything off of it and just scrub it down.
And you are mine. You took the pain away, didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. Life was dull until you came. Now I see in color again. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's true, right next to you, to you, next to you, next to you, next to you. Who would have thought I'd be up on cloud 9? I would never take our love for granted. Love how you make me feel alive when you're with me. Took the pain away, didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's true, right next to you, to you, next to you, next to you, next to
I
you.
wasn't lying when I said my entire house was a complete disaster. So I'm moving on to the dining room, and I just need to wipe this up. It wasn't too bad. It had a few things on the table, but you can see all around it is a disaster. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then I'm gonna move on to our entryway / office. So that really needs to be cleaned. So I'm just gonna scrub off the table and then move on to the other areas that need a lot more work.
We've had this conversation, and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall. And every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my
Over the weekend, we went on a little trip to Tampa for my husband's softball tournament, and we kind of made it a little mini vacation and stopped at a few beaches in Florida. So we cleaned out the car and everything kind of just got brought in and set by the front door. So I'm just gonna clean all of that up and put it in a place where it goes rather than just sitting by the front door. And then I'm gonna move on and clean off my desk because it has gotten pretty bad. There's just stuff stacked on it and I really needed to wipe it down. It has gotten super dusty, so I'm gonna dust it and declutter and organize it.
Parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you?
Take a quick little break from cleaning and make dinner. Mondays we are usually pretty busy, so I opted for a quick dinner idea, and my husband had mentioned BLTs and I was like, oh, that sounds so good. It has been so long since we had BLTs. So I just put the bacon in the oven while I was cleaning. That way I didn't have to sit there and fry it in a skillet, and it makes it so much easier. So then I'm gonna cut up my tomato, put a little bit of salt on it, toast the bread, literally just plain white sandwich bread, tomatoes, lettuce, mayonnaise, and bacon, and it's so good. I know, so simple, yet so good. And then I just served it with a salad. And then on mine, I'm trying to stay away from a ton of carbs. I like carbs, so I'm not giving them up completely, but I didn't want to eat 2 pieces of the bread. Bread usually makes my stomach hurt if I eat too much of it, so I used 1 piece of bread on the bottom, and then I took a big piece of the romaine lettuce and used that as the top. So it was still a sandwich, but I had the lettuce on top to serve as the other piece of bread, and it was so good. Alright, so honestly, out here it gets neglected a lot. There is a pile of clothes that needs to go inside and get washed just because the kids sometimes will come out here and jump in the pool in their clothes, and then they just take them off and leave them outside. So there are towels there are clothes there, there's a blanket. They had a little picnic out back and they left it outside and it started raining, so that definitely needs washed. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that all inside to get washed, and then I'm gonna wipe down this table and then just go around and clean up anything else out here by the pool that needs cleaned up.
We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. too close, I lose my way and I freeze.
So I was getting everything out of the pool and over to the side just because the next day the pool guy was gonna come and clean out the pool, so I didn't want to have a bunch of stuff in his way. So I was getting all of that out and I noticed there was a giant spider in the bottom of the pool, so I had to show my husband. No joke, it was humongous. I don't think I've ever seen a spider that big. So I'm glad I didn't go for a swim this night, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get the rest of this stuff picked up and out of the way.
I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of. How can you be so calm around me when I act desperately? You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No, no. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but
We've been here for about 2 months, maybe 2.5 months now, and I'm still not fully unpacked. That was just a box of shoes that I just didn't feel like unpacking because there's no room in our closet. When we moved in this house, our closet is a lot smaller than the one at the last house, so I had no room for those shoes. So I'm just putting them in the garage in a box, and then I'm gonna just clean off the other side of the bedroom and dust off the nightstand.
can you see me shaking? Hear the sound of my heart breaking. Bless the soul that's aching, hoping I survive. The feeling lingers on every day of every month, wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh baby, don't think that I'll ever forgive myself for losing you, or for losing you. Left our love up on those dusty shelves. Can't forgive myself for losing you.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and vacuum the floor and mop it, and that is gonna be the end of this video. I hope that you got so much motivation from my complete disaster clean with me. And if you cleaned along with me, let me know in the comments below. And I just wanna thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.
Not that we were cruel enough to do it. Now I feel so stupid. Don't you feel that too? The feeling lingers on every day.